So this video is going to be a little different than usual. I spent a week at a friend's house recovering after I had my gallbladder removed. This is some footage of me in her cozy living room. This was one of my first cups of coffee. I'm still only able to drink about a fourth a cup of what I normally drink, but I am making progress. In the beginning, I mainly ate saltines and broth. The Campbell's sipping broth, the chicken and stars, was the main go-to for me for a couple of days. Then I was able to kind of graduate. My friend's roommate made this yummy beef stew. This was probably my first big meal. It was so good, y'all. You just can't even believe how good it was with the roasted beets and the cheddar biscuit. It was just delicious. So I was able to eat that. That was probably my first big meal. And as you can see, it's not very big. It's a small serving, but it was delicious and it helped me to kind of get over the hump of not wanting to eat much. Then another friend came over just to visit and say hi, see how I was doing. She picked up dinner for us. I ordered the spaghetti marinara, which is just pasta with marinara and a little bit of cheese. And then my friends ordered pizza, so I did end up eating one slice of their yummy pizza. As you can see, I'll show you my plate as I served it up. So this was another bigger meal. I found that I could do maybe one larger meal, and then breakfast and dinner were often smaller. You can see my appetite starting to wake up a little bit. I was able to eat this without any problem, and I had some of the garlic bread. So I think the kitties were happy to have me home. They certainly were happy to have my shoes back to hold on to and snuggle with. So this was my first day back home. I spent about a week at a friend's house recovering. After the surgery, there was a little more inflammation than they expected when they removed my gallbladder. So they sent me home with a little pump that pumped out the extra fluid, and they removed it after about a week. Well, not quite a week. So I was able to go back home, but I think the pump caused a little more pain than usual. But here I am at home. I'm just gonna eat this beef ravioli that I bought. I bought a bunch of little prepackaged microwavable dinners just because I needed something convenient, because I knew I'd be still feeling kind of weak, still recovering, not having a big appetite. So something like this worked. Along with the beef ravioli, I had this chicken and star-shaped pasta sipping soup. I really would eat this a couple hours later after the ravioli, because sometimes I would fill up fast and I just didn't want to have a big meal, but I knew I'd want something either in between or before bed, so I would have that. Here's the ravioli. It actually looks pretty good. I relied on these little sipping soups in the beginning. I had kind of a sore throat after being intubated for surgery, so it was perfect just to give you something hot to drink and fill up your belly. I wasn't super hungry in the beginning, of course, because of the anesthesia. You know how that goes, but those little soups worked out great. So, first grocery haul since I got back from recovering at my friend's house. It's my second day home. I went ahead and ordered some things so that I can kind of fill in the gaps of what I have. I've got this creme brulee that I ordered. I still have the sweet cream one that I'm working on. I wanted a pumpkin spice flavor, but they didn't have it. This is what was substituted, which is fine. I'll try as pumpkin spice later this season. And I'm only drinking a little bit of coffee because I just fill up really fast, especially with something like coffee. So I'm just drinking like 4 ounces, honestly, of coffee in the morning. Today was my first day really drinking it, and I just fill up so fast. I just don't want to put that much in my body at a time, and it cools off before I can finish it. But for the 4 ounces that I am getting, this will be good. I've got green beans. I have some ground turkey, and I saw someone on YouTube making something very simple, just ground turkey with green beans and broccoli kind of sauteed together with some onions. Oh, I forgot the onions. I'll get some onions at some point. And so I was thinking in a couple days, once I finish some of the food that I have, I'll make that. Got some broccoli to go along with that. It's probably more than I need. I'll probably freeze what I don't use. And I've got, oh, it's little. A little can of biscuits. I didn't realize I got the little one, but that's fine. I'm only gonna eat a couple at a time, so perfect. And then another pudding. Oh, this is a tapioca. I've never tried tapioca pudding, so I'm gonna try it and see. Just trying new things. I'm looking for small snacks, and actually this might be a breakfast because in the mornings especially, I just don't have a lot of room for much food. So this will be good. This will be a quick breakfast or a little late night snack if I get hungry before bed. And it'll allow me to try it. I don't know if I'll like it. I wasn't a big fan of the rice pudding. It was just something about the texture. I'll finish them, I'll eat them all, but I don't know. But we'll try it and see. If I don't like it, I'll still finish it. I'm sure I'll like it enough to finish it. So that's the first bag. So I've got another bag. I've got another can of biscuits. I think I wanted the big can of the buttermilk flaky, and I don't know, I ended up with this, but I'll eat these. The flaky type are my favorites. I'll eat those first. They're just smaller, but these will be good as well. I got biscuits to go along with the leftover stew that I have, the beef stew that my friend made when I was at her house. And some more pudding packs just to keep. They're easy, light snacks, easy on my stomach. I know they're not the healthiest, they got a lot of sugar. I got a butterscotch flavor too, that'll be good. So don't usually buy those things, but I do like them, and they kind of remind me of childhood food. Got some of these Velveeta snacks. These are also easy as a meal, really, because I'm just filling up fast. I'm not wanting big meals. So 230 for one pack. It's got a little fiber. It's got 3 grams of protein. So still not the greatest, but good enough. And I got the chocolate one as well. This one's got more fiber, I think. Maybe not, I don't know, probably the same. And then a third. These are the soft baked. So again, 3 grams of protein, a little bit of fiber. Just something to try. I see these and I never pick them up because I'm not a big snack person, but this will be good. And then a bunch of milk because I have some cereal, some individual serving sizes of cereal. So I got a bunch of milk. These have usually a long, good till November. They have a long expiration date. So while I'm recovering, I can eat some of those cereals that I have. So this is my haul. Excuse the mess. And we're in recovery here. Splash is happy to have me home, but she's not happy to have that food that I left out for her. I was free feeding them while I was out for surgery for a week. So they were getting just whatever dry food they wanted at all times. And now I'm getting them back on a schedule, and she's not happy about it. So here we go. I'll be cleaning up as the week goes on, kind of cleaning up the space. Right now I just tire out really easily, so I'm just taking it easy. I'll be eating up the leftover stew. The only thing I have to cook are the biscuits for that. So I'll start with these because I really wanted the flaky ones, and then when I finish those, I'll open these. Put these 2 little biscuits in there, and I'm gonna attempt to save these in the fridge and cook them tomorrow. I have a habit of making these biscuits and then eating them all just because they're so good. Like later on today, eating them as a snack. I'm gonna try to save them to eat with the rest of the stew and see how that works. I think they'll be fine sealed in this container in the fridge overnight. So we're gonna try that so I'm not just noshing on biscuits in a few hours and eating them all up today. So here we go, a light meal, 2 biscuits. I've peeled some of the layers off and put one in there with the stew. It's just a little bit, but it'll be good, it'll be enough, and then in a few hours I'll eat some more. I just find I can't handle really big meals yet, but this will be good. And I've got some butter on the biscuits. They kind of got a little burn around the edges, but I think I pulled them out before it got to be too bad, but this is gonna be good. Heating up the last of the stew today. I'm gonna make it with mashed potatoes this time and see how that turns out. Easy mashed. So here it is, last of it. I don't have anything green to go with it, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna have a little macaroni and cheese. I'm still just eating small meals like this. Gradually though, I'm able to eat a little more, but this is what I'm gonna eat kind of for my afternoon meal. This is the first time I think I've had anything with a lot of dairy. No, I guess we had the pizza. I just had one slice of pizza, so that had cheese, but we'll see how I do with this. I added a little Tony's for flavor. This is the Velveeta shells and cheese. I also tried these pastaroni options whenever I was recovering from surgery. Just easy. I wanted small meals. I wanted to eat several small meals a day rather than just like 3 big meals because my stomach just couldn't handle what I normally do. But these were good. It was just the right size for a small meal or a snack, and this was something different. I don't normally get the pastaronis, but I enjoyed them, and I'll probably incorporate them again some more. And just to get out of the house one day, I went with a friend to Trader Joe's and got a few little snacks. This is one of the things that I got, these pumpkin blondie brownies. They're more like pumpkin bread than brownies, but they were good. They had little bits of white chocolate chip in them, and they were just a nice dessert. So about a week after surgery, I was feeling pretty good. A friend came over to visit and spend the day with me. We took a walk to a gyro shop and got gyros and fries. That's the rest of my fries in there. What I did was I chopped the gyro into 3 servings and then kind of made a little gyro salad out of each little serving. So that way I could get smaller portions because this is a higher fat meal and I'm kind of staying away from high fat meals while I recover. There's the Pepsi that I got, and so this was my Saturday afternoon meal. It was really good. It was cutting it into thirds made it easier for me to be able to eat it, and I ate 1/3 of it while we watched Lost, and then a little while later I ate a second third of it, and then I had another portion for the next day. Thanks for watching. Next week, I'll be back to cooking and eating more of a variety. This was kind of a different week for me as I was recovering, and I just needed things that were easy and convenient and smaller portions. So a lot of the faster food, the more processed, convenient foods worked. But next week, I'll be back to cooking and getting back to my normal routine of what I eat and getting back to my pantry challenge. I'll cook something out of the pantry. So stay tuned for that, but thanks for watching.